certain people with a mind toward, like hoodlums, with a mind toward enacting vigilante justice, will go in there and they will take on people's issues that have absolutely nothing to do with them. That's what we saw here, was that certain actors were involved that had absolutely nothing to do with the situation, to the point that I've read a tweet from a Muslim from the community saying, we don't need anybody to come in and help us. And I think there was a bit of leadership missing there, because between the Muslim media and the Muslim leadership, they were putting out very different messages. So there was no consistency, and this polarisation just made a very complex scenario of multiple incidents with multiple actors look like it was all about Hindus versus Muslims, when they were actually about stomping on the flag. That was a national issue. So if that happened, that made Indians, right, feel injured. And the other one was throwing eggs at the murti. So that was a religiously motivated incident. So whatever flowed from that and whatever flowed from the other thing could be two separate things. But because of this propaganda and polarisation that they just spurted out immediately with no corrective from the Hindu side or from the police at the first instance, it just went out of control on social media. And we know what happens when things go out of control on social media. That's when people get beheaded in India. You know, we've seen it happen repeatedly. In Bangladesh, the whole pogrom thing was all about someone who posted something on social media. So the responsibility to these organisations and media outlets is not just theirs, it's also the responsibility of the police to make sure they are not putting this stuff out and to monitor the responses, because there's a lot of responses in there that are saying we should go after them, this is justified, this is retaliation, you know, so they were amplifying it, the tension. And then on the other side, there was just silence. So there was no instruction for the Hindu community from these leaders. So that it is complex. So we have to be avoiding this polarisation.